Greetings, and you know what? I just thought I would do a quick video on these knives. I thought maybe you'd be interested. Uh, Here's the thing. I mean, there's a story behind these knives that I got, and these are out the front knives, right? And they say lightning on the blade. So here's the story. I was at the pub, sports pub that I hang out at, and watching a game, this and that. And then the bartender, she comes over to me and says, yeah, you do like knives or stuff like that? And I go, yeah, kind of. And she said, I'm looking for one of those automatic type out the front knives. I want to get one for my father. And I said, wow, you know, those, they can be really expensive, like $200, $300, that kind of thing. She's going, oh, no, I don't want to spend that kind of money. Just something, you know, fairly inexpensive. And I go, well, I've got a source for really, really inexpensive ones, but they're kind of junk. They, what can I say? How do I say this? I wish I had one of those, but I got a bunch of them for a guy that I knew. And when I got them in, they were heavy. They had skull crushers on the end and stuff, and that was okay. But the blade itself, the steel was like mystery steel. And I'm not sure if it would really hold an edge or anything. And they weren't very sharp, but they were more like dagger style. So they were double-edged, you know, out the fronts. And he loved them, and all his buddies loved them, and they gobbled them up. But I just felt funky because she wanted a knife for her dad. And you know what? So I went and I looked around, and then I asked one of my knife aficionados that stays more current. And I said, I don't want, you know, a Microtech. She can't do that. She can't do like 200 whatever dollars. So is there something between $14 and $250, you know? And I looked at those charade ones, but they're not like a true, you know, they're legal because they are not a true double action automatic out the front. They've got another lever release and they got some stuff. So I go, nah. And they look big and cumbersome. And he says, well, I don't sell these, but check out Lightning brand. And he says, well, you can go to like Blade Play or another place. So I went searching. I went to Blade Play. I ordered a couple, just like this. And I got them in, and she gobbled them up, and they were gone. So then I go, well, oh, that was a cheap, sleazy encounter. I didn't even get a big wet kiss. So I went searching for another, because I thought, well, you know, maybe somebody's out there that wants to know about how can I get a fairly low cost out the front knife that's, I mean, got real blade steel, at least, and is relatively reliable. And so I went searching again. And the ones I bought from Blade Play were like 37. These are $37 a piece on Blade Play. 37, 38 bucks. Okay, it's like some kind of metal, pot metal probably. I don't know what kind of metal it is. It might be aluminum. Hold on. But I went searching, and here's the deal. I ended up at this place, Direct Knife Sales, the OTF. I'm reading here with you. Different colored handles, blades, pocket clip, double action automatics, blah, 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 blah. Yellow, see, and blue. But, and they come in some different blade configurations. I know this is really hard to see, but it's more like a, you know, a dagger type blade. This is more like what we're looking at here. So 3.25 inch pocket clip, 440 stainless. And these were $29.99. I go, whoa. The blade plate is like $38, so I wonder if these are the same. Yeah, they are. And that direct knife sales place is out of Kansas. And so it took, I don't know, 4 days, something like that, from the time I ordered it, 4 or 5 days to get the knife. Now, it's not like these are like elegantly done. You know what I mean? But it's an out the front knife, and it's 440C, and it says Lightning on it. So I was told, try the Lightning brand ones. They're pretty reliable, and they've gotten pretty good press so far. And I don't know. I mean, she says, is this sharp at all? And I go, I took a lime out of my Corona, and I went, she goes, oh, okay, so they're sharp. And I go, yeah, they're not exactly, I mean, they're not hair-popping sharp, but they're pretty sharp. So you've got 440C stainless steel. Hell, let's go through this. Just quick, though. I don't want to, like 3 3/8 inch blade, 8 inch overall. Looks like on the back, like there was at one time, or maybe there was an adaptation for an optional skull crusher that went on there. Unless that's there for another reason, for like drainage in case they get into water, that kind of thing, which that may be, actually. I'm not sure that's threaded. So that may be what that's for. But I mean, this is metal. This is metal. It's a mystery metal. And it's a coating, and it's a mystery coating. I don't know that much about them, but I got them, and they seem to be decent. They seem to actually function as a knife, because there's you get the sleazy, cheesy ones that are just really not real knives, because you don't even know if you can sharpen the blade steel or if it's just some kind of odd pot metal crap that you can use for piercing, but it's not really a knife steel that's functional and usable. But these are. So you want 440 stainless. You want a knife that seems pretty reliable going in and out. And I've seen some responses from people who've bought these saying, I'm 3-4 months in and haven't had it miss the track. And I think I had one that did, but you just pull it out. I mean, when it pops off the track, you just re-engage it, pull it all the way out to the end, pop it back on the track, and it's good to go. I mean, you should never really put these up against anything and try and pierce through them with this, because the spring's not made for that, okay? So you are going to knock them off the track. Just saying. They pop into place. They're strong. Do they have any blade play? Oh, yeah, of course. A little bit. I mean, yeah, some. But, I mean, we're talking, $29. So it's not about being necessarily ultra tight or anything. It's just about, can I get a reliable blade steel in a knife that has a reliable operating mechanism at a reasonably decent price? And for $29 freaking $99, throw a penny in, it's $30. I don't know. I just thought maybe that would be of some interest to you, because it's not a huge blade. It's not quite 3.5 inches, but it's 3 3/8. So it's reasonably decent. I mean, they come in all different colors. I think you can get them in black blades. You can get them in like dagger type and different blade configurations. Take a look. I'll put the link to Direct Knife Sales and to Blade Play. I mean, to be fair to both. Because you may rather do business with Blade Play. These Direct Knife Sales guys, are a little bit more obscure. Their site's a little more crude. But, you know, they blew them out the door. I guess they're out of a small town in Kansas or something. But, you know, you can look and there's people that, you know, do different types of, you know, that will actually leave a rating or a review or something on these knives. So what I saw looked pretty positive. So I just thought maybe I'd just step in and do a quick video on the lightning out the front. Lightning out the front knives. They're a different kind of cat, but at least they're affordable. We're not talking $200. We're talking $30. So, in case you are interested in what can I get other than the Charade, which is not really truly a double automatic, you know, knife. And I was looking too. So I know what you're looking at basically out in the marketplace. And I ran into these. Now there's some others on that direct knife sales place that look fascinating, and they run right up into the $70, $80, low $100 range. They've got some incredibly weird looking stuff and more sophisticated. So it's kind of like they've opened this little world of graduated pricing that goes up and up and up. So it depends on what your threshold is money-wise. I might even check some of the ones out. I might call them and ask them if there's something they would recommend in the $80 and then maybe in the $120 range that might be fascinating to look at as well. But for right now, I just thought cheap, easy carry, reliable, decent steel, and a really good price. Be what it may, they're interesting. All right. What can I say? Well, what do I always say? We love them knives. Stay sharp.